Good morning. Actually, I'm not sure. It's still morning. Kind of gotten lost in my day. Hey, it's me, Patty. I just want to say good morning and to share this kind of cloudy day with you. Some of you had an interest in maybe some art videos, and at one point I had thought about doing an art channel, and giving it some serious consideration, I decided that probably a daily or even 3 times a week art channel would be more than I would be willing to commit to right now, because I'm not certain that my mind can really get wrapped around painting regularly. But let me ask you this question. I like to read the comments on Aaron's channel, and I've struck up a friendship with some of you, and I know some of you are in situations like Hugh and I have been with the loss of our son. Some of you have experienced some fairly tragic times in your life, through death, through health issues, through separation or divorce. And at times like this, we really need friendships. Some of us have the luxury, and it is a luxury, I understand, of being surrounded by family. And some of you, I understand, do not. And to me, that's a tragedy. But you don't have to be blood kin in order to encourage one another. Let me show you my barn. It's so beautiful. And they put up these street signs, and I understand the need for street signs, but it just kind of detracts somehow. I don't like that street sign there. But that beautiful old barn. But as I was pondering the art channel, I thought, I would love to do maybe 1 or 2 days a week of an art channel, and perhaps the rest of the time just do some things that would encourage those of you that want to just join along with me. And I know that some of you have really been an encouragement to me. And I came up with the name for my channel as the Encouragement Circle, because it is a circle. Sometimes I'll be the encouragement for you, and sometimes you'll be the encouragement for me. But girls, we kind of need each other. And I think that we can fill a void in each other's lives, just doing fun things, doing simple things, doing intricate things if we do some paintings together. I am personally on a journey, a return to health journey, let's put it that way. Hugh, and you'll hear me breathing hard, and I'm walking really slowly. But Hugh and I had been very, very, very healthy before Joe. He was diabetic. Hugh was diagnosed as a diabetic in 2000, so he was 40. But we kept it very, very much under control through our diet. We ate healthy, and of course, Hugh, being a heavy equipment mechanic, he got all the exercise that he really needed. And at the time, we lived in town. We lived in Canton for 20 years. So I wasn't out on the farm hoeing and digging and planting and all those sorts of things. So I had to get an intentional exercise. And I walked 5-6 days a week usually. And I also exercised 3 to 4 days a week, doing something like weightlifting or Pilates, sometimes yoga. And so I was very strong, very healthy, and I was very, very committed to doing this regularly for 20 years. And it wasn't until the death of our Jared that you and I just let our our good intentions just get lost. And there was just a couple of years actually that I barely remember. I really don't want to remember them. They were so painful that there was many nights that I went to bed and hoped I didn't wake up in the morning. But we kept waking up, kept walking through the day, and now 6 years later, we're anxious to start making some changes in our lives that will lead us back to that place of health that we used to hold. And that's one of the things I'd like to do in the encouragement circle, is just walk with you guys every day. Well, not every day, but several days a week. Actually, I'm pointing it down at the sidewalk. I wasn't intending to do that. But I have a beautiful place to walk that I'll take us several times during the course of the month. And that's up at our cemetery. It has a beautiful, beautiful view. It's very serene. There's no traffic around. And as a matter of fact, I can probably take Nala, my older female, who desperately needs, she's like me, she's chunky, and she needs some extra exercise. But I can take her with me, and she won't be tempted to lunge at a car, which right now she is. She wants to lunge at the cars. But part of the time, I'll walk on this little road right here, our road, and if I can get myself some kind of a head strap for this GoPro, I'll bring my little bucket and a little tool that picks things up, because I won't reach over into the weeds. Sometimes you reach over into the weeds around here, and in warm weather you might find that there's a snake in it. That's nothing you want to find out after reaching. So, but it's so pretty here. I just really believe that our walks together can be encouraging. And I don't have any specific goals. You know, like I've mentioned before, when Hugh and I just let all of our good intentions go to the wayside after Jared passed, I have gained 50 pounds over the last 6 years. And that has led to some issues for me. And any of you that carry a little extra weight, you know that it's uncomfortable for one thing, but it impedes your movement, and that's not a good thing when you're trying to garden. And my feet hurt a lot, but my hands also hurt a lot, and I don't think that's due to my weight issue. I do have rheumatoid arthritis, so those things are probably exacerbated. The pain in my feet, I'm certain, is exacerbated by the weight. So I don't have any specific goals as far as wanting to lose a certain amount of weight. I would like to trim down a little bit, but that's not the real goal. The real goal is just to have energy and to feel well. These are our neighbors, Sean and Teresa, down here. And a couple of those little girls belong to us. They're over here. And we have some of Sean's young heifers over at our place. That keeps everybody separated from the bull when they're not quite ready to be bred. They're feeling their wild oats. Watch them. That's funny. I'm shaking you around, sorry about that. But anyway, so that's one of a couple of things I want to do on the channel, to paint and to walk. Maybe share some ideas as far as what we're each doing to improve our health. And you know, girls, I understand it's a real thing to have limitations as you get older. I don't need my umbrella now. It stopped raining. But there are definitely physical limitations. So I'm not going to encourage anybody to do more than they are physically able to do. But I would love to encourage everybody to just join me, and let's all do as much as we can. And I do know that from past experience that when you push yourself just a little bit, over time, just pushing yourself to the limit you're comfortable with, your ability and your my mind just went kind of sideways. I hope my geese aren't coming. Let's walk back this way. Let's walk back this way. That won't be a good thing. They better not have followed me. I do not want them in the road. But your energy level, that's what we all want, to improve our energy level. And if we do any stretching and, you know, just gentle exercises together, just everybody just stay within your comfort zone, and let's just encourage each other on this walk called life. I read one time just a beautiful sentiment that said, we're all just here to walk each other home. I don't want to go home just anytime soon. I've finally reached the point where I'm happy to stay and be busy here. But I want the journey to be more comfortable and feel like it's more productive. So some of the things that we'll do together on the channel will be a little bit of cooking, not a whole lot. I'm not a stellar cook. I do cook. I bake bread. That's kind of a fun one to share, simply because I've got a wonderful stellar bread recipe that's easy, and I think something that anybody can do. And yes, I realize that's a high carb food, but we do need to cut our carbs back a little bit again because of Hugh's diabetes. And I think that, you know, we'll work on that later, but I'll never cut them completely out. I think that moderation is okay. Bye, cows. Moderation is definitely a better idea than just getting rid of something altogether. But you hear this baby up here? These baby girls are up here in the corner. Do you see them? And they're fussing because they hear everybody. There, the rains come back. But you see them all right there in the corner. That's cute, and they're fussing. That's just adorable. Hi, girls. Hi, girls. You're just over here for a little bit longer. Bless. They say, but we want to be over there with the big girls. That's funny. All right, hold on. I'm gonna have to put the umbrella back up. We've got to, oops. I don't want to shake you guys around because I know that for me that causes some, hold on. Let me just stop it. All right, girls, are you there? And I keep saying girls, I'm not going to exclude this. I mean, it's not definitely just for women, but any of you fellas that want to join, I may make Hugh come on with me every now and then and chat as well, but I'm certain that probably the things we'll be doing will not be exclusive to females. So please feel free. They're really cutting the shine up there to join us, and let's just let's just hang out. So now we've talked about baking a little bit, cooking a little bit, walking a little bit, and painting a little bit. Maybe, I don't know, the geese are way up yonder. I don't know if you can see them or not, but they are so very loud you can hear them from a great distance. There they are. But also, you know, just kind of giving everybody an opportunity to meet like-minded people on this channel. And I'd love for some of you to meet people that you can really bond with and maybe chat with on email or texting, or even eventually, if you're both comfortable, picking up the telephone and calling one another. I'd love for there to be some kindred spirit relationships built. And one of the things that I do want to do that I hope will facilitate that is once a week. I know Erin does a live every now and then, but I'd actually like to do a live on a weekly basis at a set time so everybody can know when it's going to happen, and can maybe set your phone to remind you or write it on your calendar, and we can chat. I won't be able to obligate to answer questions on a daily basis because it's getting ready to be a very busy time here, and then kind of adding this YouTube channel into the mix will take a bigger chunk of time as well. But I'm excited about this. I just think this is going to be a good thing, and I know I can use the encouragement, and I believe that I'm not wrong, that there's a number of you out there that can use the encouragement as well. And I would love to have your ideas on the things you'd like for us to do together. I know I've used to do arts and crafts things quite a bit back in my younger days. I used to love to make baskets. I plan on doing some of the painted wall quilts for the front of the big barn. They'll be very, very large, probably at least a 4 foot by 4 foot. I'm thinking maybe even bigger than that. Maybe one really big block in the middle, turned on its edge, and 2 smaller blocks on either side. And I just think that old barn would enjoy having that. And if y'all would like to join me, of course you don't have to do a block that large, but you can do maybe a 12-inch block to put beside your front door, or maybe as a gift for someone. I'm just looking forward to doing a few things like that. My walks, I hope, will eventually turn into 30-minute walks. Looks like today's going to be about 20 and that was just a saunter. It wasn't even a walk, but hey, I'll take it. Anything that I can do right now that's moving in the right direction, I will absolutely take it. And that's what this is going to be about, girls. Just encouraging each other to make changes toward a better tomorrow for each one of us. No expectations, nothing other than just, let's just keep moving in a better direction. And I can certainly use the encouragement, and I'm saying there's probably some of you out there that could use some encouragement as well. Erin's doggies are barking at me. And goober butts. They say she's got an umbrella. That's new and unusual. What's she doing with that thing? We'll do a little gardening together. I didn't throw that into the mix. Some of my gardening ventures are going to be way too big to try to include in a video, because I'm getting ready to start my plant nursery. and that's going to be hours a day. So I won't bore you with all of that, but we will do some small gardening projects together. That I think most of us can get excited about. And I'm looking forward to getting all this stuff in the front yard cleaned up before springtime. Getting my flower beds all covered over with black plastic to kill whatever's gonna want to germinate in there that I don't want to germinate, and get ready. I'm not gonna put vegetable plants in them this year. Last year I did. This year I think they're just gonna be truly full of flowers, because that garden down there is gonna be so large it will grow all the vegetables I will want to. And besides, we've got a porch full of kitties now. Aaron just brought 4 more home on his trip to Georgia a couple days ago. So kitty cats and flower beds and vegetables, not a good mix, because we just don't want to eat the vegetables where pets have gone potty. It's different with composted cow manure, but not with manure from house pets. Whole different dynamic. So we'll just give them some hollyhock and some zinnias, and maybe eventually some roses, and just all different things like that. And they can fertilize them. I'm sure that those plants won't appreciate it, but it won't hurt anybody. All right. Well, guys, I just wanted to give you a heads up on my plans on a channel. Maybe another channel that just stuffed into the YouTube world that's not necessary, but to me it felt necessary. Maybe if it's just for my own encouragement, I don't know. But hopefully it'll be an encouragement for a lot of you out there. And again, the name of the channel is going to be The Encouragement Circle. There is a channel already called Encouragement Circle, but mine has the at the beginning of it, which makes it a different entity. And I hear George, that's the name of the rooster. He's over there speaking his piece. But anyway, folks, I'm looking forward to this, and I hope to see a whole lot of you. And like I mentioned earlier, I probably won't respond to a lot of the questions on the comment page, because I'm thinking that it might become a real time-intensive thing. However, I am going to write the questions down, and when we do a weekly live, we'll answer those questions. So I hope you'll join us on the live as well, and we'll chat. Okay? All right. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day, and let's enjoy our lives. Bye-bye.